And get it on your phone. Remember, KOCO News, forecasts, and more stream on demand as well. All of it is completely free. While we're on the subject, happening today, Weather Festival here in Norman is going to be a big one. The First Alert Weather Team will be out there at the Weather Center, and this is video from last year's event. You saw Taylor in the montage for the very local thing, and also she's going to be at the National Weather Festival today. It's a big weather day for us here at KOCO.
You'll see Taylor there. You're going to meet the rest of the team. You're going to see First Alert Storm Command as well as KOCO-5. So really a full experience for everybody who wants to go out there.
And there are so many things to do out there. Of course, we want you to come and meet us and talk about different weather stuff, but there's also your local emergency managers out there. There's a lot of different types of weather research. So yeah, last year they had a drone out and they were talking about, how you can do all of this weather research through drones. So it's just a really cool way to kind of nerd out with all of your fellow weather enthusiasts.
Oklahomans love their weather.
Yes, what's one question that is most commonly asked during these weather festivals?
Ooh, we get a lot of kids who say, what do I need to do to be a meteorologist? It's a lot of math, it's a lot of science, and we get to talk about that and what you can be learning in school right now to be a meteorologist or a scientist one day.
I go to her for all my math questions.
I was going to say, not only cool for kids to get to meet you, Taylor, but it sounds like cool for you to get to meet the kids that are so inspired by it.
Oh my gosh, yes, it is so much fun to meet everyone who has all of these weather stories. Everyone has been impacted by the weather, especially here in Oklahoma, which is why it's fun to hear your stories. But let's get to that weather today. How is it going to impact you? It's cold out there right now. You're going to want your jacket as you head out the door. Current temperatures are in the upper 40s, but it feels more like 43 with the dew point in the 30s. You're going to probably want some extra lotion on the hands today, as well as some extra chapstick. That dew point being so low really just shows how dry it is out there. Now, current temperatures are in the 40s to 50s, but of course cooler with that feel-like temperature. Much cooler right now than it was this time yesterday morning. We have a north wind 15, 20 miles an hour. It just kind of depends on where you are. It's much gustier here in Oklahoma City than it is the rest of the state. You're going to want your jacket this morning. Mostly sunny skies through the early afternoon hours, but more cloud cover later on in the afternoon. Long sleeves, I think, will be a must all day long. We only top out in the mid 60s today. So 65 here in Oklahoma City. Your average is in the 70s, so this is fairly a good bit below average for this time of the year. Overnight lows back into the mid 40s here, and talk about overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. We could see a little bit of frost out there in northwestern Oklahoma. What this is it's temperatures that are approaching that freezing mark. You can get frost even if we do not reach 32 degrees. Now, highs for tomorrow look very similar to today, back up into the 60s. Today, we may have a few clouds out there. I did want to show you your cloud cover, mainly out in eastern Oklahoma. We have some clouds that will start to make their way in for that eclipse through the peak hours. You could see some spotty clouds out there. Now, of course, we hope that it doesn't interfere with your view at all, but it could. I don't think that we'll have widespread cloud cover at all. It's just going to be kind of hit and miss here and there. By the end of the eclipse at 1:23, very similar situation. For Monday, those temperatures are warming up to the mid 60s, so this starts our warm up here. We continue into the mid 70s as we head into the middle of the work week, and we could get some rain in here Wednesday and Thursday, but as we head into the end of the week, we'll start to dry off and cool down just a little bit. Temperatures staying in the upper 60s and low 70s for next weekend. And you're up to date with your latest 5+5 day forecast.